On top of your lab worksheet in pencil, I need you to write down your name. And we do these in pencil, not in pen. So please make sure you are doing it in pencil. If I see crossouts because you're doing it in pen and you can't erase, I'm going to give you a 0 for the lab. I'm just trying to hit that point home. I want it done in pencil. And if you don't have one, I have them up in the little green tin. Just do it with the correct writing implement so I can give you the right grade. All right, this is lab number 9. Please write the lab number there. This is the first lab for the second quarter. You will be doing this lab with a partner, and you'll need to get your partner's first name on the line when you get assigned a partner. What we're doing in this lab is testing your reaction time. You're going to be calculating your reaction time. And the way we do that is by dropping meter sticks and having you catch them as quickly as you can. Now, you'll see that there are 2 data tables here that are asking you to record how far the meter stick was displaced before you caught it and then before your partner caught it. You can see here that you're going to be doing that a total of 10 times each and then needing to get an average. Now, let me explain how you're to do this with good technique. The way you want to do this is, first of all, make sure you know where the 0 on the meter stick is. This one, the 0 is here. If you are catching the meter stick, you're going to need to place your dominant arm on your lab desk, and you're going to stand up to do this. All right. So in this lab, collecting the data means you are not sitting down. You're going to stand up, give yourself a break. And here's what you would be doing. Since I am right-handed, that's my dominant hand, I would have to stand with my right arm on the desk like this. You're going to take your hand and form like a claw with it. And you're going to try to catch this without moving your arm. This is why you need to put weight on your arm. So when I lean over, I'm both myself and my partner. What I'm going to do, I would be standing up, but I'm sitting down so the camera can get this on film, is you put the 0, the partner who's dropping the meter stick will put the 0 at the top of their fingers. And then what you're going to do is just release it until your partner catches it in between their thumb and their forefinger, like you see here. Then what you have to do is read to the top of the finger how far it was displaced. So from here to here, what is that distance? You would then record it in the table, either for you or for your partner, depending on who's catching. Now, when I tell you to do this, I want you to measure it to the nearest 1/10 of a centimeter. So let's make a note of that. This needs to be to the nearest 1/10 of a centimeter. That's the same thing here and there. Each of you are measuring to the nearest 1/10 of a centimeter. So an example would be like what I just probably did. I don't even want to try it again because it's irrelevant. Something like 19.6 or 20.0. Those go to the 10th place. All right. You have to record yours, not mine. Just make sure you're going to the correct precision. You'll do that 10 times for you, and then you switch roles. Okay, you're going to get both tables populated. So your table 1 is your partner's table 2 and vice versa. Make sense? Okay. After you've done 10 for each, you will return the meter stick to me. I'll put it back on my chalkboard tray. And then you and your partner have to calculate your averages. These averages go to the same precision as the data, which means these should also go to the nearest 1/10 of a centimeter. Averages always carry the same precision as the raw data. So in this case, 10th place. So you will round your calculator's average to the nearest 10th place. What you're then going to do is take these displacements and move them into table 3, which include the results. Now take a look here. The D here is going to stand for the distance in meters. These are in centimeters. So what you're going to do before you put the numbers here is move the decimal 2 times to the left. So let me give you an example. Let's say this average was 21.3. What I would record here is 0.213. That's moving the decimal 2 places left. You would do the same thing with your partner's average, move the decimal 2 places left, keeping the 3 places to the right of the decimal point. Now the rest of this, well, What's the A going to be? We dropped that. Yeah, I know it stands for acceleration. What's the value? 9.81. We're not going to worry about direction. Everything in this lab is going downward. That's the same for you and your partner. And that's in meter per second squared. It's already written here. The rest of this come from your answers to questions 1 through 5. So once you've answered questions 1 to 5, you'll then populate data table 3 with those results. Okay? Now, question 1 needs a complete sentence. It's not a calculation. Question 2, 3, 4, and 5 say calculate, which means you're going to use the guess method that you learned in class. Let's just review those steps. Givens, unknown, equation from the reference table, algebraic manipulation, then your substitution with units, final answer with units and sig figs. Nothing I've asked you for is a vector, so nothing here is going to have a direction. Question 6 needs complete sentences. Okay, you're not going to do any checks because I told you you didn't have to do that part. I just said through the solution with units and sig figs. When this lab is done, it goes in the blue bin. It should be done before you leave class today. And you're going to work with your partner on calculating everything and checking each other's work. All right, questions? All right, I'm going to break you up into partner groups. I'll give you a meter stick to use. You're going to get your data first and foremost. Once you've gotten your 20 displacements, 10 for you, 10 for your partner, please return the meter stick up front. All right, so I'm going to have the 2 of you work together. So get your partner's name on that partner line. I'll have the 2 of you work together. This one's pretty good. Go ahead and write each other's name as a partner. I'll have the 2 of you guys work together. There's your meter stick. Have the 2 of you work together. You don't just need a first name. The 2 of you guys work together. We'll have the 2 of you work together. Here's your meter stick to use. You're going to work together. Josh, I'm going to be your partner. Here's your meter stick to use. So you can write me down as your partner. That's right. And you can come to my desk. All right. You have the 2 of you work together. Yep, you're up out of your seats doing the lab so you can get the data.